Good morning, mathematicians. We are looking at our Thursday column. I've done some of this for us because certainly, for instance, this, you can create whatever context you want to. We are having a book fair right now, so that is what I have thought about. Take a look at mine and then make your own. This says create a word problem that is modeled by the tape diagram. Notice this tape diagram is supposed to show 6 holes being broken into quarter pieces. And then we're trying to figure out how many quarters we would end up with. Well, I thought about our book fair because we love a good book fair here. But man, we buy a lot of books. We buy a lot of other stuff, such as erasers. So that is certainly what we thought about here. I said, Holly has $6 for the book fair. She wants to buy erasers of 25 cents each. Okay, 25 cents each. How many can she buy? Certainly, we would find that she can buy 24. You need, of course, to have that answer of 24 and then create a context, just like my book fair one. I can't wait to see some different contexts. This one says the hula hooping hippos pool measures 7 times 4 times 10, right? This is the volume of their pool, and that's in meters. They say that if they double the pool's dimensions, they double the volume. So notice what I did here is I doubled 7, I doubled 4, and I doubled 20. Pause this and get the answer to those multiplication expressions, turn them into equations, and resume to see if you did the right calculating. Our answer here is 280. Our answer here is much more than double. It is actually 2,240. So certainly we can say no, and then you can use this as your evidence. Why? No, that is not double. It is more than double. Now let's take a look at this very interesting shape. We're going to calculate the volume of it. Now, just like we did yesterday, I'm breaking this into 3 prisms this time instead of 2. So I'm starting with this one down here. I have to look for the dimensions. Now I see the length is 2, I see the height is 2. We actually find the width right here. So I said volume equals length times width times height, and that is 2 times 4 times 2. Okay. Now, 2 times 4, of course, is 8, times 2 more. The volume is going to be 16, and of course, that is 16 cubic centimeters, right? So I've written that out. Let's take a look at B. B, length times width times height. This is just 1. This is 4, this is 4. So I have 1 times 4 times 4, and I know that my volume, again, is going to be 16 cubic centimeters, right? Then we're going to look up here at C. I see a 2, I see a 1, and that 4, that width of 4 is constant. So certainly I have that written out here. 2 times 1 is 2, times 4 is 8. So I shall write 8 cubic centimeters. Now, what do I do with those 3 numbers? I add them. I'm going to take 16 plus 16 plus 8, and that is going to give us, boys and girls, 40 cubic centimeters in all. Feel free to pause and write this work down, or think rather, about exactly where it was that we got those numbers. Now, this next one, like the first one, we can have answers that vary, but what must be the same is that our volume has to be 24 cubic centimeters. So I have drawn 2 different ways that I thought about that I could get to that. What about if I have a length of 2 and a width of 2 and a height of 6, right? Now I do need to make sure that I follow the directions. I should have given myself a little bit more space to label that with the unit. But certainly, boys and girls, 2 times 2 would be 4, and 4 times 6 would be 24. I have achieved that mission. Now let's take a look at this one and let's label it another way, right? Notice, guys, we could literally flip this on its side and the dimensions would be different. So I could have, instead of a height of 6, I could have a length of 6. I could have still a width of 2, but I could have a height of 2. And technically, that is a different prism, right? Now, again, boys and girls, that is not the only one. Certainly, we could have something that had a length of 12. We could have a width of 2, and we could have just a very small height of 1. And there's another one that we could have. So again, I want you to take just a minute to sketch them. but we do need to make sure that we arrive at the same volume of 24 cubic centimeters.